Right, squad, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking World's Strongest Man heat events. They have just been announced on the Instagram, which means we're allowed to talk about it. It's public knowledge and we don't have to whisper secrets anymore. So really excited to go through the heat events, and I'll give my honest opinion of whether I think I can qualify for the final of World's Strongest Man. So stick around to the end of the video for that. It's worth saying they've obviously just given a very general overview of these events, so I don't know how much I'm allowed to say and how much I'm not, so treading very carefully, this being my first World's Strongest Man. But day one, if this is the correct order, we will be kicking off with a loading medley. From my understanding, it's 4 objects, and being World's Strongest Man, this could be anything. Likelihood is it's going to be sandbags, but you know, they've liked to do crazy loading medleys in the past, so basically just being prepared for anything. We've been told it's sort of in the 120 to 150 kilo range, so we're expecting a medium heavy run. I think that I am a threat in a loading medley in whatever group you put me in, especially if it's something like sandbags after my performance at Brits. Like, it's probably one of the best starts I could have out the blocks at World's Strongest Man. So I think there are people that can 100% beat me, especially if it turns out to be on the heavier end. But if it's the lighter end and if it's more of like a gas tank test, I think I've got a chance of winning that event, not only in my group, but like I would like to be the fastest time across all the groups on that event. That is a huge, huge claim, I know, and I'm probably being very naive and I'm being very ambitious, but you've got to back yourself when you've got good events. And loading medleys for me in the past have been really, really strong. I don't think I've been outside the top 2 in the last few years on a loading medley. So obviously this is World's Strongest Man. This is the pinnacle of the sport. So I'm going to be up against some crazy fit guys. I think Pavlo Kordiaka is going to be very quick on something like this. Mitch Hooper is obviously rapid and irritatingly good at everything. Even Reino now as well, like from South Africa, is a very, very fit younger guy as well. So I'll be really interested to see what someone like that does as well. But loading medley event 1 in the heats is a dreamy start, and I will be going all out on that to you know, start the day strong and make an impact on my first ever World's Strongest Man. Event 2, we have deadlift for reps. Very vague, again, we don't know all the details yet. As far as I am aware, it is a barbell, it is standard height, and it's gonna be mid 300s. That is our best guess at this point. Judging from previous comps with deadlift for reps, I've done very well. More recently at Europe's, I tied first with Rauno Hainler. At the World Tour final, I came second to Mitch Hooper on this sort of weight. So historically, a deadlift for reps is fantastic for me. It's not a max, which would not be ideal for me, especially in the heat stages. A nice deadlift for reps, especially if it's nice and heavy, suits are all allowed and everything. So if it is around that 350 mark, we're going to be aiming for sort of 8 to 10. Judging based off what I've done on an axle, a barbell should be much easier. And also we're going to be fresh. Like, I know it's going to be hot out there, but we're doing the loading medley and the pace of Worlds is very slow. So it's likely that we're going to have 5, 6, 7 hours in between these events. So we're basically going out pretty fresh. We'll have time to get our food in, sort the hydration, all of that stuff. So that probably isn't that advantageous to me because I would like it to be straight away. Like, I like a fast-paced show because I recover quicker, and that's very much my niche and my like secret ability in this crazy game. But everyone is going to be fresh, so everyone is going to be putting up some pretty huge numbers. Again, deadlift for rep, depending on who you get in your group. Like, say you draw like Mitch, Matt Ragg, Trey, someone like that, like any of them, you're up against it. But I think second or third in my group on the deadlift should be possible, but again, it's impossible to predict these things until you see who you go up against. But going through the list of names and like people I've beaten in deadlift for reps before, I think I can be right up there. Titan's toss is, as far as I'm aware, a sandbag throw with a twist. I'm not going to go into details on it because I don't know if it's been confirmed or anything yet, but it's really, really fun. Again, like, I love throwing events, and again, like this, as far as I'm aware, this will be the first event of day 2. So it'd be weird doing a throwing event like completely fresh, brand new day. So I'm really excited for this one, like especially like 'cause it's going to be outdoors, it's going to be sunny. Like I think it's just going to be good vibes, and like obviously the time is going to be on and it's going to be pressure, but it's not, without giving anything away, it's not your standard 20 kilo to 30 kilo run, 12 seconds, 13 seconds. It's going to be a longer event, and it's really interesting how they've done it. So it is going to be something a bit different. It's going to be something very visual and very cool to look at. But yeah, throwing has been a good event for me. And we've got the perfect setup here at the farm to train it. So we're just hammering it at the minute. Again, I don't really want to predict too much on this event because anything can happen with throwing. That's why it's such a nightmare. But realistically, I would be looking at sort of second or third in my group, I think, barring cock-ups. But again, you just don't know. You could be put against a horrendous group of throwers with Mitch, Shane, someone like Tom. There's so many good throwers out there. But in this variation of it, speed is going to be very important. And that's where I think I can nick points off of people. So it's going to be really, really exciting, that. So again, those first 3 events, if you look at them, you're thinking, that's pretty Paddy Haynes. Like that's as good a start as we could ask for. So this is where we make an impact on those first 3 events. We are pulling you away from this video very quickly to remind you to check out the merch website if you haven't done already. We've got beanies, t-shirts, we've got loads of new stuff coming, salts and chalk as well. These are the products I use every day. Please go and check it out. It helps me out a ton. And yeah, come join Team Paddy and look fresh. Moving on, we have the Rogue Overhead Medley. This will be the 4th qualifying event. Everyone will be doing it. As far as I'm aware, it is very, very similar to Europe's. I don't think it's going to be a safe press. It'll probably be something more like a barbell or something like that. So I don't know if it's 2 reps on each again. I assume it is. But we'll be doing dumbbell, barbell, axle, log is my best guess, guys. Again, probably around the 150 mark. So nearer my top end, but doable. That's the main thing. If it had been, say, like a 170 log for reps, it would have been a disaster. But this, it's guaranteed points. Like I'm never messing up a 90 kilo dumbbell. Even these other presses, like at Europe's, if I'd have got past the safe press, I'd probably have done the axle and I probably would have done the log. It's just that awkward implement. Whereas I know I'm not going to win this event, but I know I'm not going to zero it. So there is a chance at the end of the Rogue Overhead Medley, which will be the 4th event, we are in the position to compete for a final spot, and I truly believe that, guys. I don't think I could ask for a better 4 events there to give me a good chance of qualifying for my first World's Strongest Man final on my debut. So that is really, really exciting. You know, on a perfect day, we could win a group, but it would all have to go very, very well because of the standard at World's Strongest Man. And I am going to be against someone in that top 5 seed, whether it be Mitch, Tom, Evan Singleton, Trey Mitchell, Matt Ragg, etc., etc. So I'm taking nothing for granted. It's worth saying as well at this point, guys, like this is my first Worlds. I'm not going to take it for granted or anything like that. I'm going to enjoy it every second of being there. I have no expectations. I would love to get to the final, but if I don't, I'm still at World's Strongest Man. I'm going to be very happy. I'll be gracious in defeat and I will enjoy the show. But you know, if we make it to the final, you're talking like just dreams coming true. And what I've been putting off, event 5, the Stone Medley. So the stone off is gone. The 1 year I qualify for Worlds and would love a stone off, it is gone. I'm absolutely gutted. Like I would have backed myself in a stone off against 95% of the field. I think Trey and Tom would be very, very difficult to beat. They're the top 2. Shane Flowers would be a good fight. I would love to go against him on a stone off. And then other than that, I would back myself, guys. Like, I genuinely would have loved a stone off. But anyway, this is irrelevant. There is no stone off. It is a stone medley. Why I sound not excited for this, because you're probably thinking, Paddy, you love stones. I think it's more of like a natural stone medley. So you're going to be shouldering stones, you're going to be pressing stones, you're going to be loading over bars, basically everything you can think of. And there being a stone press in that mix is not good for me. Like, it just isn't. Like, we are practicing everything we can. We're doing block press. We're just picking up awkward stuff and pressing it overhead and stuff like that. But that is a bit of an Achilles heel for me. So I'm gutted that that is going to be the decider. But we shall see. We're going in positive. And like I say, guys, that is the 5 events for the heats. I think I've told you about as much as I'm allowed to tell you. We do have some specifics, but again, like, I'm not putting my foot in it because I just want to, you know me, big vibes, friendly, meet everyone, meet some cool people, and do some damage. And I just really want to take some people by surprise, and people are like, oh my God, Paddy Haynes has brought it. So that's the goal. We have qualified for the World's Strongest Man. I'm going to keep saying that because it has not sunk in. And it is just like, it's nothing but good, guys. Like, got Daisy coming out, we've got some friends and family coming out as well. So it's just going to be an amazing experience. I wish I could say watch along on the live stream, but we all know that isn't an option. But yeah, for those close to me, I'll be putting stuff on my story and stuff where I'm allowed. And we're definitely going to do some filming and vlogging of the trip because it went down very well when we did it for the Shore Classic. So yeah, we are super excited. It is positive. I think there is a fantastic chance I can qualify for the final in my first year. What an achievement that would be. Let me know down below whether you think I've got a chance, whether you think I'm being delusional, saying I'm going to win events or I'm going to do this and that. But yeah, all the support means the world. Make sure you've checked out the merch site. It's absolutely flying at the minute, especially going into Worlds. It just means, it just helps so much with covering our expenses and all that sort of thing. Like, the support goes a long way. But yeah, thank you very much. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see all you lovely people in the next episode. Peace. Moving on, event 4, we have the Rogue Ogre Head. Right, moving on. Overhead, yeah, right, moving on.